how do the student mentors react to this as an idea?
Well, I mean, they were very much on board with it. We actually had a terrific reaction from our students because they could see not only the potential for, you know, information exchange and, you know, meeting up, social contacts and so on, but from a student perspective, a number of them could see how it may be actually beneficial directly to them in the areas that they're working in.
Do you think with students seeing environments like this, that the students need to have already perhaps got quite a strong online presence anyway using Web 2 tools?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously if you have a background in this type of area, it's a less, in inverted commas, threatening environment for you.
Right.
I think students that are comfortable, you know, with the gaming and graphics and so on, it can be very natural to them. I think there are other groups of students though, and it may be one of the challenges that we face is, you know, that there will be students out there for whom this is a very, and again in inverted commas, alien environment that they're not particularly comfortable with, that may feel more comfortable using, you know, the kind of more traditional technologies, if you like, you know, using the telephone, using the email, using the web pages, things that they've, you know, largely grown up with and understand.
Well, I'm just thinking, if you talk about students using email and the telephone, that seems to fly in the face of a lot of the literature at the moment that talks about how our young students are all online all the time and using all these tools and are very comfortable with them. But you're perhaps suggesting otherwise here, that a lot of our students are still using what many people now consider to be older technologies. And I just wonder, is this technology perhaps a little bit too far for some of our students yet?
Well, it may be that because of the particular student group that we work with, who are college students, who traditionally would tend to be older than, you know, the school leaver coming in. So I think for those particular groups, it may be more difficult for them to engage with it as readily as the younger group. But, you know, when I look at my own experience, I mean, I have two daughters, 11 and 8, and the 11-year-old in particular has pretty much grown up with, you know, these technologies and is entirely at ease with them. And I can imagine a situation, you know, where my daughter and her friends, who pretty much live online, conduct their kind of social activities. Their kind of 3D environment of choice at the moment is Club Penguin, which, you know, they meet up there, they chat, you know, they build stuff, they exchange stuff. She has a YouTube account, she has a blog. She's 11 years old and she knows more about this stuff than I do, and is entirely comfortable with it. So I can entirely see that, you know, that kind of younger group, and possibly, you know, students coming through now, are completely comfortable with it. It's not an issue for them at all. It's nothing strange. It's nothing threatening. But as I say, for our college students who would tend to be slightly older than the traditional kind of school leaver group, I think there's still more of a challenge there for us.
That's a kind of an interesting thought for the future then, that perhaps in 5-10 years' time, when students who are currently quite young children, when they're coming in, they will be a lot more comfortable then in using these kind of environments. And well, I suppose that gives us hope as well, that we can spend time now developing these environments a lot more and be ready for when these other students come in, perhaps. But
yeah, well, I mean, I would be surprised if there was even an expectation that stuff like this was here. You know, that,
yes,
as I say, at the moment it may be something that, you know, we're building the infrastructure, and there may be, you know, variable kind of variable pickup of it, but. I'm no expert, so I don't know what the statistics or the research is on it, but I would not be surprised if the P6s and the P7s, like my daughter, when they come to university, will come in expecting, you know, stuff like this to be available to them.